Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Firstly, let's thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us some mercies and blessings until I can make this video. And secondly, masalat and salam always be given to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the lightness, from the stupid era to the cleverness, namely Islam religion. I'm here to create a video segment for my literature course covering literary materials. Before starting my presentation, I express my gratitude to our beautiful lecturer, Miss Ayu for providing the time to work on this literature segment. Now, let me begin my presentation, but first, I will outline the key points of the material I will discuss. There are three main outlines for my presentation. The first is definition of literature, and the second is literature scope, and the last is types of literature. Definition of literature. Literature is an art form that utilizes language as a medium of expression to convey idea, emotion, and experience through the use of language. Style, narrative structure, and aesthetic elements. Okay, move to the next slide about the scope of literature. The scope of literature encompasses various forms and creative experience involving the use of language. And here some aspects of the literary scope. The first is scope of style. Scope of style is literature involves the choice of words and sentence structure used to create artistic or aesthetic effects. And the second is style and genres. Various style and literary genres include poetry, prose, drama, fiction, non-fiction, and other subgenres. And the third is cultural context. Cultural context is literature often reflects and is influenced by the cultural context in which is the image, depicting of the various norms and tradition of society. And the fourth is communication fiction. Besides entertainment, literature serves as a means to convey idea, value, and human experience. And the fifth is time and history. Literature can be seen as a mirror of the time, reflecting social, political, and cultural change through history. And the sixth is form of artistic creation. Literary authors use their imagination and creativity to create unique and evocative works of art. And the seventh is words literature. The scope of literature extends globally, involving words from the various cultures and traditions around the world. And the eighth is tool for critique and analysis. Literature often becomes the subject of critical analysis to understand its profound meaning and explore diverse interpretation. And the ninth is influence and adaptation. And the last one is individual expressive uniqueness. Its writer has a unique literary style and experience, contributing to the diverse landscape of literature. So the root scope of literature reflects the richness and complexity of human creativity and manipulating language to convey various ideas, emotion, and experience. Okay, we will next to the slide about the types of literature. Certainly, there are various types of literature that encompass different forms and styles. Some of them include: the first is poetry, literary works typically written in rhythmic and rhyme language with creative and expressive use of words. And the second is prose, writing not constrained by the rhythmic or rhyme structure, including novels, short stories, essays, and more. And the third is drama, literary works written for the theoretical performance often involving dialogues between characters. And the fourth is fiction, literary works that create imaginative stories and characters. And the fifth is nonfiction, writing focus on real fact and events such as essay, article, and nonfiction books. And the sixth is autobiography, is a person's life story written by themselves. And the seventh is biography, a person's life story written by someone else. And then the eighth is satire. Literary works is using irony or humor to criticize or mock something. And the ninth is fantasy, like literary works involving elements that are unreal and unlikely to happen in everyday life. The first one from the types of literature is horror. As we know, horror is literary works aiming to evoke fear or anxiety in readers or audience. These are just a few of the various types of literature, and each genre has its own distinctive characteristics. And the last is conclusion. All these types of literature play a unique role in creating aesthetic experience and providing profound insight into human life. Okay, maybe this that I sincerely appreciate this because I have this opportunity to present my presentation to you. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
You don't even know my name, dear. I'm super shy, but